Learning how to talk to strangers is one of the most fundamentally important skills that you can learn in your lifetime, no matter how old or young you are. Here's the problem though. Talking to strangers fundamentally is a very difficult thing to do because it requires you to put your ego in your pocket and allow yourself to potentially get rejected. Social anxiety has prevented me from asking out a lot of girls that I thought were cute, walking up to people who seemed interesting. It even took me a long time to start my YouTube channel because I was afraid to put my face onto this camera and potentially find out what my friends really thought of me. Now, I know that a lot of us have that same problem. So in this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to talk to strangers, how to move past that fear of rejection and learn how to put yourself out there and open up every single door.
Can I ask you a quick question? Can I continue the conversation for you with your friend? Just take over the phone. Yeah? Yeah? Don't say who it is though. Sorry. I got a quick question. What are you listening to?
A podcast.
Oh, cool. Can I listen?
Cool. Hi, I'm just a random stranger, but I wanted to say hi.
She doesn't speak English.
Oh, what language? Spanish?
Spanish.
No hablas español, pero te amo.
Is your name John, by chance?
Oh shit, I thought I recognized you from CJ.
No? Oh, sorry. Can I get a hug? Can I have a hug? A hug? Yeah, why not? Nice to meet you.
That's how not to ask, but now let's get into how to talk to strangers. So this is a video that I've been wanting to make for a long time because it's a problem that has been impacting me since high school. I used to be an extremely introverted person, so much so that in my final year of high school, I won an award, and anytime that you win an award, you get a trophy, but you also get a book. And the book was picked by my English teacher who saw that I was struggling and having a really hard time. And the book was called Quiet by Susan Cain. It's a book entirely devoted to how introverts can still use their powers to make real life long-lasting change in the world. What's funny is I had never considered myself an introvert or an extrovert. I didn't even understand both of those concepts until she gave me that book. And I couldn't believe that that was the book that she gave me because I thought introverts are never gonna make big changes in the world because they're too afraid to talk to people. So I took her giving me that book as a shot or as a challenge, let's say, to become more of an extroverted human being. And at that exact point, I flipped the switch, started trying to talk to more people, get out of my comfort zone more, and become more of an extroverted human being. Most of us know that a fundamental part of human life is our social connections. As much as you might not want to think so, or you might be willing to just sit on Instagram and scroll through social media for the rest of your life, talking to people is a very important part of life. And we all forget to do it or choose not to do it because it's scary, because we don't want to get rejected and we don't want to get our egos bruised. In a very short amount of time, we have stopped going up to each other on the streets and instead just resorted to staring at our phones. And I find that we've lost this certain connection where it looks like we're more connected online, but at the same time, we're becoming increasingly disconnected in reality. So when it comes to actually developing the confidence to go and approach a stranger, you really just have to remember the fundamental lesson, which is that a stranger is just a friend that you haven't yet met. Now, in my experience of talking to a lot of people and going up to them on the street and getting over my own version of social anxiety, the best way to talk to a stranger is to have a goal in mind before you enter the conversation. Once you've got that, it's really important to just be friendly when you enter the conversation. So one way that I really like to use, which honestly works all the time, is you just say, "Excuse me, sorry to bother you. Do you mind if I ask you a quick question?" Very Canadian, it's very friendly, it's very polite, but it really works. Once you're in the conversation, you're in. Like the hardest part is actually just getting the conversation started. Be very complimentary people, be very nice, and people will be nice in return.
Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you guys a quick question? Parle pas anglais? Okay, en français?
First rejection.
Yeah, first rejection. See, what's the worst case that happens? Like my feet are still moving, their feet are still moving, it's all good. The thing about rejection is that most of us think it's personal, but the reality is it's not personal. No one knows you, they don't know who I am. They're just making a judgment and they're basing it off that. So if we can get past that, then we're good.
Do you mind if I ask you a quick question? What's your best piece of life advice?
Know when to say no.
Issue a challenge to you?
Yeah, go for it.
Can I get you to walk up to a stranger
For
and
sure.
ask them if you can give them the hug?
Yeah, okay, go for it. I love this. Hi, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I have a question for both of you.
Sure.
It might seem a bit odd, but can I get a hug?
No problem.
Oh, yeah. Yay. You're so sweet.
Yeah, no problem. Okay, better question. Can I also get a hug?
Sure.
Yeah. That's it, bro.
Okay, last step in the progression of trying to talk to strangers is we're gonna go out with a little bit of an extreme challenge and walk up to different restaurants and ask them if we can get a free item.
Hey, how are you? I'm good.
Success!
Success.
So we went to ask at 5 places and we got 4 yeses and 1 no. So we got a black coffee from Java U, a cheeseburger from McDonald's, 2 full scoops of protein powder from Liquid Nutrition, some garlic roasted potatoes from Amir. If you know Montreal, you know that Lebanese garlic potatoes. These are like the bomb. And then last but not least, we got 6 mini donuts from Mr. Puffs. We got all of this for absolutely no cost, just because we asked. After high school, I started figuring out more and more what I wanted to do in life, and I realized that if I wanted to have a big brand and be on social media, then there's no way that I could do that and still be introverted and achieve the same success that I have planned for myself in my head. And I know for a lot of you watching, it's the same thing. Even if you don't necessarily want to be on social media and running a brand like me, just being able to talk to more people and open up more doors is probably going to get you to where you want to be in life.
Pretend that you're abroad. No one knows you. You know, just asking for some little things. You know, what do you like about city? Like, what's I don't know, where to eat and everything.
Okay.
Just like not thinking too far. Just like, hey, I just wanted to talk to someone today. You know, just asking how they're doing and stuff.
I did Just for Love gags for 5 years. So I know how to go up to strangers. I did this for 5 years. Before, I used to be shy when I was younger. When I would prank people, I'm like, okay, what's the worst that could happen? The worst thing, for example, right now is that they don't want to hug me. You know, we can't be afraid of rejection. It's important and it's part of life.